This is gonna be your high oblique sit to down dog transition. I'm gonna start off in a high oblique position, which is gonna be defined as such. I'm gonna have my hand probably about 45 degrees away from my torso. I wanna have a nice open hand so I'm covering the most surface area contact, minimizing strain on my wrist. From here, my feet, I wanna have my knees a little bit beyond 90 degrees, so probably about 110 degrees of knee flexion, so knee bend here. I also wanna make sure that I have a grounded chin, grounded top of my foot, my hip is grounded, and as I lever myself forward, I'm gonna get even the outside of my knee connected. The bottom of my foot is connected on that opposite leg. I wanna have basically that position of the foot right in front of my ankle. Strategic position here because when I pivot, go to the down dog, I'm really not gonna have to move anything. I pivot on my feet, my hand stays placed. All I'm really doing is placing the opposite hand. Hands are gonna be about shoulder width, feet are gonna be about hip width apart. You wanna get the hips nice and high, sink the breath here. So for demonstrative purposes, I'm gonna show you one side, but you can also transition side to side. I'll show you that as well. So I'm gonna be here, hands gonna be grounded. All I'm doing now is I'm gonna lever myself forward. So when I do that, I'm leaning forward through a long spine. I'm not rounding through my torso. As I do that, I start to ground the outside of my knee and I can just drive through. So I'm using the glute med of this opposite hip, continuing to push the ground away, opening up, and now I'm in this sort of pseudo clamshell position. And then all I'm doing now is I'm just turning over, pivoting off my feet, set my feet, hands go in place. Nice long arms, long through the spine, long through the neck. I don't want to be compensating through secondary breathing muscles. That's going to be my neck, upper trap, chest. Make sure those are nice and relaxed. How I can best do that is feeling the hand. So feel the hand engage, feel the thumbs, feel the fingers, press through the hands here, nice and long through the lats, through the spine, through the neck. And then my hips are nice and high. The balls of my feet are grounded and I'm feeling on my toes. So most people, they kind of turn their toes outward and they're on the outside of their feet. Turn your toes inward. Feel your big toe. That's going to be key, and feel the balls of your feet engage. And then from here, all you're doing is transitioning back down to the high oblique, right? You can adjust yourself as you need. Maybe some things shift, but really there's not going to be much movement from the hands, from the feet. So again, take that breath in, and then I exhale, drive. Shoulders nice and relaxed the entire time. Reach nice and long. I can even get the legs nice and straight. I can walk the dog if I want to. Main thing here, make sure I'm not rounding through the low back, through the lumbar. Make sure I'm getting good extension through the thoracic, really opening up here, driving the head through the arms, and then back down. Now if I transition, I'm up, same deal, and then I pivot, and then I'm in the same position on the opposite side. Nice long spine, so make sure I'm not rounding, I'm lurching, make sure I'm not dumping the shoulder, any of that stuff, right? Good positions all around. And then I come back down. And that's gonna be your down dog to high oblique sit transition.